Welcome back to the Chaos and Carry Ons podcast, the only travel podcast where the passports are wrinkled, the snacks are always gone, and the kids are definitely screaming.
I'm Shelby, chaos coordinator, lover of pumpkin spice and fall flannels.
And I'm Stephanie, the other chaos coordinator, and this week, a firm believer that apple cinnamon is far superior to pumpkin spice.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay. Today is extra exciting because it's the first day of fall. We're cozied up with sweaters and cider, but not really because we live in the South, so it's 90 degrees. But we do have a special guest and a fall themed episode.
Yes, so we are welcoming Kambry to the podcast. She's a mom, a fellow travel lover, and she has twins.
Pray for her.
Chaos and carry ons, let's go. Disney dreams in tow, you know. Every flight and every ride, join the journey, come inside.
Kambry, so welcome to Chaos and Carry Ons, and now we're going to let you introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Kambry, and I'm a mom of under three. I have 2-year-old twins and a baby that will be turning 1 the day after this airs.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
I guess I didn't realize they were that close together.
Yeah, they're almost 23 months apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So did it feel like it was still hard because they're all close to the same age, but when you have twins and then you only have one, does that feel less hard?
Yes and no. We found out about Parker, my youngest. The twins were 14 months old when we found out about him.
Mhm.
And he wasn't exactly planned. And I remember just thinking, like, what are we going to do? I didn't know what we were going to do. And even people at church were just like, what are you going to do? Like, people were genuinely concerned about how we were going to manage. And I remember thinking, like, if we can get through the first year, like, I think it'll be good. But he has just been the best baby. He's not a lot of trouble at all. And going from 2 to 1 was a lot easier than the twins, just
Yeah.
in general. But now, my youngest, he's like trying to start walking and all the things. So he's, I said if we can get through the first year, but now it's getting harder than it was. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm so tired just thinking about it. I'm so tired.
I'm drained all the time. It's like my body doesn't even know I've not to be tired, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I'm just always tired. But you just gotta roll with it. You just
You
roll
do.
with it.
Well, that's life in general.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the first question that we have for you, and this is very serious to me. Are you team pumpkin spice or apple cinnamon? One has to go forever. So which one are you picking?
Oh, okay. If one has to go forever, I gotta be with the apple cinnamon. But I currently have an iced pumpkin cream chai in my hand from Starbucks. So I'm kind of neutral, but if one has to go, the pumpkin's gotta go. I gotta keep the apple.
So I kind of agree. Like I love, love, love pumpkin, but I can do apple year round. I can't do
Yeah.
pumpkin year round. So I love pumpkin. Don't get me wrong, but now I'm never gonna turn down an apple pie, a caramel
Mm-mm.
apple. Like no. So I do agree with you on that.
Oh yeah, I love apple. I eat apples just about every day. Garrett slices me an apple just about every night, and I eat it with peanut butter. So if apples had to go, I wouldn't hardly make it. That's what
What's
I
giving
eat.
you your energy.
Yeah. Yeah, the apples and peanut butter. That's all I eat.
Okay, so I have a follow-up fall question. Are you a family Halloween costumes, or are you just let the kids pick out their own costumes and we're just all going to be different things?
Okay. So I want to be the family costume, but no, it has turned into let the kids just pick out what they want. We went to Sam's and Bennett, my oldest, he saw Spider-Man and he loves Spider-Man. And Layla already had a Minnie Mouse witch costume. So we are not matching. I wanted to do the whole like I thought about doing Grinch, Cindy Lou Who, and Max, or Ariel, Flounder, and Sebastian. Thought about doing
Mhm.
something like that, but it's just turned into just a free for all around here. So, and I don't know if me and Garrett will dress up, but the kids they enjoy it.
Well, it's funny because you could probably guess who is the
Shut
family
up.
themed costumes and who is the free
How
for
did I
all.
know this was gonna turn into Stephanie throwing me under the bus yet again?
But I have to say, my favorite costume of all times that any of my kids has worn has been when Mateo was Elvis. Shelby, do you remember that?
Yes.
Cute.
That was the first year, or was he 2?
He was one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Well, okay, so for anybody that doesn't know Mateo or has ever seen him or seen pictures of him, he's Mexican. He's not Caucasian. So that makes the Elvis even better.
It was funny. It was just funny too because he's he's a husky boy, and Derek was saying like it was like Elvis before he died, because Elvis was really overweight. I love that costume. It's funny.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears, and I'm just curious so this podcast is mostly about travel. So we're gonna talk about traveling with twins because I'm intrigued. So, what is your most chaotic travel moment that you've had that turned into a happy memory? And now we've asked every guest that we had through the summer of Chit Chat, we asked everyone this question. So, I want to know, it doesn't necessarily have to be fall themed, just I'm intrigued. And it doesn't even have to be just the twins if you want to throw in your singleton in there too.
Well, it's not really a moment, it's a whole trip.
Oh
So
no.
so we love Disney. We are avid Disney World travelers. We actually just became annual pass holders, and I'm so excited about that. But
Congratulations.
thanks, we're excited. So Garrett, he had never been to Disney until we got married, and we've been married a little over 5 years now. And he got hooked. As soon as we went, like he's hooked now too. So we have always flown since we've been married. Me and my parents, we would drive like before we got married and stuff. But then we started flying, and it's like once you start flying, there's no turning back. Like you just want to
Mhm.
fly every time. And well, so we went in March, and it was kind of not really last minute. We didn't have a lot of time to plan, and our budget was a little more tight than normal at the time, and so we decided to drive. And going down there was fine. Like we stopped somewhere in Georgia and stayed the night, got up, went the rest of the way, and everything was going so good. The kids were doing good, but this was the first time without my parents going. We've been going for like 17 years, and this was my first trip without my parents. And I know that sounds funny, but there's a little bit of anxiety there. Like, it's just us, like knowing
Mhm.
you didn't really have help, which my brother in law and sister in law and their kids were going too. And anyway, but we were driving separately. So we were kind of doing our own thing, if that makes sense. So we get down there and we go to Blizzard Beach to take advantage of you can get in free the day you check in. So we do that. We go back to the room, and I start smelling something illegal. And
Oh no.
and no shade thrown at Disney because they were great. Like they really took care of us. But, we're tired. We've been driving. We've got these 3 small children, and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing this." Like I start smelling something. So we call, and Disney's great. So first of all, we were in a value resort, and Disney is one place I'm very germaphobe, I don't like to stay in hotels, anything like that. But I have never really had a bad experience at Disney as far as the room. Well, we were already a little like we wasn't really feeling the room, and I don't think it had been updated in a while, which is fine, but it was very small, and that was our first time at a value. And anyway, it was just chaotic. And I start smelling that, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? And I tell Garrett, and he's like, oh, yeah, it was coming through the vent. Anyway, so we called, they upgraded us to Animal Kingdom Lodge for no charge at all. And so
Wow.
that was fantastic. We felt like we were, on cloud nine. So anyway, we get to Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I don't know if it was our first park day. It must have been our first park day. So the next day, things have been getting better. Well, we get back to our room. We are outside of our room, and my oldest, he just starts projectile vomiting,
Oh
just
no.
all on the stroller, in the carpet. I mean, it's terrible. And like I said, it's just us, like me and Garrett with three small children. And so we're trying to get them cleaned up. I'm trying to clean the stroller. And I mean, if you know how it is, if you got to clean a car seat or a stroller, it is just like takes forever. Anyway, it was just a
It's a
hot mess.
nightmare.
Yes. And so then we go eat. I can't remember. Is it Boma? Is that an Animal Kingdom Lodge? That's
Yes.
the
Mhm. It
buffet.
is.
Okay. So later that night, Bennett, he acts like everything's fine, like he doesn't act sick. We thought, oh, he probably got hot, something. We go eat. We're getting back in the stroller. He starts projectile vomiting again. Layla has a dirty diaper, and Parker is just screaming his head off. And Parker is not a screamer. I mean, well, now he kind of is, but at the time, he was such a good baby. And we were just standing there like, what do we do? I mean, and the men were over there playing bongos, and our minds are just spinning, and we're standing here just in a mess. And it's like, what do we do? We just had to divide and conquer. And I know people were probably staring at us, but anyway, we get back to the room, and I think it was that night. I can't remember. I honestly, that trip is such a blur now. There was one night the fire alarm goes off at like 4 or 5 a.m. And so we have to go outside in our jammies with all three kids and go downstairs and go outside. It was just a mess. But anyway, so everything got better. But on the way home, it took us about 15 hours to get back home. It was just one of those trips you get home and you're just so thankful to be home. But we can also look at like the fun parts too. So anyway, it was just a whole thing, but we still had a great time. It was just a lot.
I feel really bad for laughing, but
It's
the
okay.
whole I can just imagine it because I know how overstimulating it is when you have sick kids, crying kids, dirty diaper, whatever.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm just picturing this all unfolding and you saying those guys playing the bongos, that was my favorite part of the whole
Yes.
story. Because
Yeah.
I can just imagine this all unfolding and they're just having a good time and you're
Oh
like
yeah.
dying.
Yeah, they are unfazed. They're just over there banging on the bongos and just having a good time. And me and Garrett's just like, what do we do? And we don't have any help. It's just like it's just us two. And not that we always have to have help, but I mean, you know how it is. It's a lot easier if you have, family there
Mhm.
to help, with it. But no, we were just living on a prayer on that trip. Just hanging on by a thread.
I have a video actually. We're at Disney Springs and Harper is like laid over and she's feeling sick. I think she had strep throat. Like she got it while we were there. And then Mateo had like a blowout and he's naked
Oh,
because I didn't
no.
have any extra clothes. And he's just in a diaper. And Sophia's like the only happy one. And that's really how it gets. I was gonna say, like, when you're young, you think like, am I the only one that like doesn't know what to do when things are going wrong? But I think when you get older, you're just tired, and so you just are like, oh, this is my life. I'm just going
Yeah.
with it,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, you just have to just roll with it.
Okay, so what is your number one twin travel survival trip tip? Sorry.
It is to take a stroller in the airport. Our first time flying with the twins, we did not have a stroller, and we were just, like, baby wearing them, like in a little carrier,
Hmm.
and we had a layover and everything, and so we were just it wasn't as bad with just them 2, but I guess I don't know why we didn't bring a stroller. I guess we thought it was gonna have to be extra, and we thought, well, like, we can just carry them or whatever. But once we found out, I don't know if every airline is like this. We usually fly Delta, but we realized that Delta, they don't charge extra for like a stroller. And so we started doing that, and that has helped out tremendously. Just having a place to set them down to get food, or we're needing to change a diaper or go to the bathroom, or, anything like that, definitely a stroller. Um, don't second guess the stroller situation.
That goes for anybody with small kids,
Oh,
period,
yeah.
twins or not, because you know exactly where they are. They're not wandering off. Taylor is 7.5. And this last time that we went to Disney was my first time not taking a stroller. And I didn't like it. I had so much more anxiety, worried about somebody snatching her or whatever. I'm team stroller till they're like 12.
Oh, yeah. Well, and it's a place you can put your bags if you need to.
It is, yes. It's a
It's just
dumping
almost
ground.
like a safety net or something. It's just like it's kinda like when I don't have kids at all, and I'm like, "What do I do with my hands?" Like, where
Yes.
what am I supposed to be doing right now? It's kinda how it is with a stroller. It's like you just feel more complete with a stroller.
So this question is festive. If you could take a fall-themed vacation with no kids, just you, a cozy Airbnb, and a weekend bag, where are you going?
So, I've never been up the East Coast, and that is just like a dream to me to go up the East Coast in the fall, driving around. I'd love to go all the way up to Maine. So, I would say probably Maine or Connecticut, somewhere like that. I just thought that'd just be cozy, perfect, Gilmore Girl vibes. That just sounds amazing.
It does.
So, what do you think would be on this imaginary trip, like in the bag? What did you pack like before you had kids? I know it's probably hard to even remember, but what do you think is like the must-haves travel if you were just going by yourself?
Probably just a few change of clothes, the least amount of toiletries, probably just my phone. I probably wouldn't pack much at all if I could help it. Like just trying to pack for a weekend, you have to have suitcases and everything. So I would be packing the least amount as I could.
I know I was even thinking if I had to think of this for myself, I can't imagine what I would pack if it was just me going, because don't you feel like when you get there you've packed nothing for yourself and everybody else could stay there for 3 weeks, but you have nothing because
Yeah,
you've been
you're like,
worrying
what
about
am I
everyone
gonna
else.
wear? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
do
funny
that all the
too.
time.
So I get anxiety if I know that there's not a washer and dryer
Mhm.
in the vicinity. I like get terrible anxiety. So maybe some washing machine detergent or something in my bag too, so I could wash stuff, even for myself, not just the kids. But I don't know. I just something about dirty clothes having to bring those home just weirds me out.
Okay, so picture this. You're at the pumpkin patch. Your twins are both crying. Now, this is hilarious because this was part of our episode before we found out about the Animal Kingdom Lodge story. But you're at the pumpkin patch. Your twins are both crying. Your other kid's missing a shoe. What is your go-to fake it till you make it mom mantra in these moments?
Yeah, do you do the "we're making the memories" chant, or are you just, like, accepting the chaos?
Or are you just crying, going home and sitting in the fetal position, eating your apple and peanut butter?
Okay, so I like to say you either laugh or cry. And a lot of times I do cry. I do cry. I have a meltdown myself and we just all cry, but a lot of times I can try to laugh. I don't know if y'all have seen like the TikToks or whatever. It's Adam Sandler and he's like, "Wouldn't it be nice if we were all?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we say that a lot. And we love our kids. Like, please don't take that the wrong way. But sometimes it is just like it's never ending. But no, we just either laugh or cry. And it helps having a spouse that helps out a lot too. So
That makes the biggest difference. Honestly,
yes.
like, I'm so blessed with that, and I know Stephanie is too. We have really good husbands that pitch in, but I love that that was your answer because I also say you either have to laugh or cry. And Stephanie, did I not just tell you that yesterday? Like,
Yes.
I say it all the time, like, That's why you find funny in trauma, because otherwise you're just gonna cry and it's bad. So
Yeah.
I'm team laugh. I'm team laugh or cry, so I
Yeah.
get it.
I had a very traumatic week when we stopped recording, like, I'll tell you about it, and I'm probably gonna talk about it on the podcast eventually, but it was very traumatic, and I called Shelby. She's always, like, one of my very first, like, when you gotta call somebody, and I called her, and she started laughing. She said she said, "This is the most, like, Letson thing I've ever heard in my entire life." And I just started laughing too because I hadn't, like, thought of it until she said it, but it was like, "This is almost ridiculous because this is so insane that this is happening." I did not cry, but I did laugh.
She makes me sound like I'm a horrible person.
It's really not. It's not because we already said that whenever you found out you had cancer that I was like, "Well, the good die young, so you'll be fine." So
Yep. This
we're
is true.
we're very much on an even playing field here.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So when it comes to travel, are you more like pack 2 weeks worth of stuff for a 3-day trip, or minimalist queen, one bag, one dream type thing?
Okay, so you asking these questions, I want to be a type A person, but I'm such a type B person. And because my answers, I feel like they're all like, well, I want to be this way, but it's really this way. So I want to be
That
like a one
that's just
bag.
you. That's you accepting who you are.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in denial all this time. So I want to be like a one bag, but there's just, I always try to pack extra just in case, I like to be a just in case packer because you just never know. We actually just got back from the Smokies on Sunday, and my daughter, she has been doing so well potty training. Sorry, this goes back to the washer and dryer situation too. So we were only gone for like a couple of days, but I packed them like several outfits, and I'm so thankful I did because she's been doing so good about going, potty or whatever. And we have been out like a lot of the day, and we get back to the room, and I'm getting them out of the car, and I'm like, I smell something. And I realized
Was
that
it
it's her.
illegal?
Yeah, it should have been. And she's getting out of the car, and I realize it's her, and I'm like, oh, like, bless her heart. It's like, part of me, this sounds terrible. I was kind of aggravated because it's like she's been doing good about going, and she'll tell me, that she needs to. And anyway, I get her in there, and I'm changing her, and I'm taking her pants off. I won't anyway. It's gross, but it was everywhere, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, it was one of those, like, you just throw it away. You don't even you don't even try. You throw it away. And so anyway, I got that taken care of, but it's like I was thankful I had extra, and wasn't just banking
Yeah.
on, "Oh, we'll just wash this or whatever," and thankfully, our unit had a washer and dryer, so I was able to wash the car seat. Yeah, we had to take the car seat apart, and this was all before going to Dollywood, so, you can just imagine how exhausted we were when we got back Sunday. So, yeah, I'm definitely packed for 2 weeks type.
Well, I think you would have to be having that many small kids, like you said, like you're in the potty training stage, you have
Yes.
diapers. Like I don't think you could be one bag and done. So
No,
I'll give you
no.
that.
We would have to have several shopping trips, Walmart
Yeah.
deliveries, Target deliveries, if that was the case. We would probably be constantly buying stuff.
Okay, so let's go back to travel. So, with small kids and twins, what's something that you've learned that no one told you ahead of time?
Well, I'm not sure that no one told me ahead of time. When you have kids, people give you lots of advice, lots of opinions. But one thing that we have learned is don't set your expectations too high. Give yourself time, give yourself grace. Because, I mean, y'all have had small children. Well, and you both still have small children. Sometimes you cannot fit all the things in that you want to fit in. Somebody's going to need a diaper change. Somebody's going to need to go potty. Somebody's going to need a snack or a nap. And you just kind of have to roll with things and not beat yourself up for not getting to do everything.
Yeah.
That's really good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's hard traveling with like other families. Like we enjoy traveling with others, but if you don't want to let me think of the word. You don't want to like set them back, So sometimes it's
Yeah.
hard traveling with other families and trying to stay together because we just can't a lot of times. And that's just life in general. Sometimes we have to, if people are going out to eat after church or, going to somebody's house, sometimes we just have to be like, hey, we got to go home. It's just, we can't. So we've just had to kind of learn and adjust. But yeah, definitely don't set too high of expectations.
Well, listen, don't feel bad because we only have one that's small and the other ones are big now, but I still tell people after church, I'm sorry, but I
Yeah.
need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
We need to take a
Yeah, like a break. Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say sabbatical. Is that even a word?
Yes.
Sabbatical?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So fall is the perfect season for comfort food.
Mhm.
My weekend last weekend, I cooked all 3 meals Saturday and Sunday, which never happens on the
Oh.
weekend, and it was comfort food from beginning to end, and I dread weighing in this week because the scale's gonna show that. But anyways, what is your go-to cozy fall recipe that you feel is a must for any fall gathering?
White chicken chili. I don't know if
Mm.
you've had white chicken chili, but
Yes, I love it.
we love white chicken chili around here. And any kind of soup. Like I like tortellini soup, regular chili, chicken and dumplings. I'm a soup girly, but definitely white chicken chili. Just something about it. Like I feel like you could eat it year round, but it's a fall food for me.
Mhm. It definitely is. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I don't know if other people that live in the North think this, but I don't really remember like white chicken chili really being around like when I was growing up. So I remember one time, um, my mother-in-law, she made white chicken chili when my parents were coming and we were going over there. And my mom ate it and she thought it was so good that she asked for the recipe. And then she made it for like this chili cook-off that we were having at the school. And it won the award for the best chili
How funny.
because so many people had not had that.
Oh yeah, it was different.
Yeah. So when you said that, that's immediately what I thought of is like some people that are listening to this probably have not had that, but it is really good.
It is, and there's so many recipes out there, and I've tried a few different ones, but really they all taste just about the same.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It is.
Yeah, and it's real easy.
It is.
Okay, so we're winding down and we're going to do a final lightning round. So this is just like this or that, like you don't have to explain it, just real quick questions. So apple orchard or haunted hayride?
Apple orchard.
Fuzzy socks or boots?
Fuzzy socks.
Fall rom-com or spooky movie?
Fall rom-com.
Plane with kids or road trip with kids?
Probably playing.
So which is scarier, flying with twins or flying solo with no snacks?
Flying with twins. Definitely.
I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. Okay, Kambry, you have officially survived your first episode of Chaos and Carry Ons.
All right.
Yes. Seriously, thank you for being here and sharing all of your hilarious and relatable mom moments and your fall truths.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. I enjoyed getting to be on here with y'all.
Hope you didn't
So
think it was
to-
intimidating.
Sorry.
Oh, I was a little nervous. I'm a little bit backwards, and so I was kind of nervous, but it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
It's so funny to me the number of people that say that they are shy and they're like, "Oh, pick me. I want to be a guest on the podcast." Because it's so funny though, because Stephanie and I are both like introverts majorly.
Yes.
And when she called me and said, "I have an idea, we're going to start a podcast," I was like, I laughed so hard. I was like, you have lost your mind. There's no way. But it's funny because we would never stand up in front of a crowd with microphones and talk to people.
No.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
but yet we do this every week. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
think people are a little bit taken aback when they see me now, like, in person. Like, somebody actually just saw me, like, out and about, last week, and I think they expect me to be very outgoing and talkative,
Yeah.
and I'm not, and I'm not, and they're just, like, looking at me, like, to carry the conversation. I'm just like, "Hi,"
Yeah.
because
Hi,
I'm just
sorry.
not very
I'm not a conversation carrier. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. No, I'm
That's
one of those like once it, I'm kind of like I don't do good in crowds. Like if there's
Mhm.
several people, but like one
Yeah.
on one, I can talk to somebody for hours and hours
Mhm.
and just trauma dump and
Yeah.
just, really open up. But if it's like a group, oh, I start saying stuff and then I'm like, oh, can I take that back? I need to take that back. Like I feel so stupid. It's
well,
just funny how people are.
that's what's fun about the podcast though, because it feels so one-on-one that we forget that literally thousands of people are listening to this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so it feels one-on-one, but then we're just putting it out there for everybody. But
Well,
anyways,
yeah.
go ahead.
Introverts need
Sorry.
conversation too.
Yes, definitely. So, to all of our listeners, we hope you find fun fall things to do this week, even if it is 90 degrees. But as always, may your flights be on time and your luggage never lost. If it's not, that's where the fun begins. Bye.
Pack your dreams, grab your bag. Adventures call, let's zig and zag. From castles tall to ocean waves, magic made for wanderers brave. Theme parks light up the night, starry-eyed in sheer delight. Board the ships, set sail and see endless tales and fantasy. Chaos and carry ons, let's go. Disney dreams in tow, you know. Every flight and every ride, join the journey, come inside. From Mickey ears to Dole Whip tree, pixie dust beneath our feet. Through the lands and sea we roam, feel the wonder, feel at home.